put these things out there. I'm live on YouTube now, and it's going to be another evening. Make sure you're staying put, and we're going to have a conversation. So I need my hat on. Okay. So for those of you guys joining me, please do come up and let's have a conversation. It's very, very important. So if you're joining me, let's go, guys. 1, 2, 3. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Pink out. Pink out. We are back again. Mr. Ben is back in the house again. Hi guys, good evening, ladies and gentlemen. It's your boy again. My name is Ben, and you're welcome to my live stream this evening. It's going to be another wonderful evening. I came earlier, but I had something to do, so I had to leave. Now I am back, and I hope that we can have a productive conversation. And the first segment of my live earlier was not clear. People was not hearing me, so I think the volume or the microphone was literally giving me up. So I had to go and do something again. But I'm back now, so I'm wishing to have you guys in the house. Let's go and have a conversation. I'm getting the messages already. Yes, good evening. It's 10 already. Now I am back 10 o'clock dot, and it's going to be awesome. Good evening, Gideon, my brother. Thank you for joining live. We are streaming on YouTube only this evening. I want to thank you guys for joining. I want to say that the topic I was discussing earlier was very, very important. I'm not going to lie to you. I was asking earlier, what makes you a Nigerian? Why do you call yourself a Nigerian? What identification do we have to start looking for to say, okay, this is a Nigerian? For example, if you travel to another countries, you will see people identify themselves and they have pride. They printed a t-shirt, they wear it, they're arrogantly proud about their country because there's something about them that make them unique and they unite them together. The division in Nigeria is making it difficult for me to be proud of that country at the moment. And I don't know what the future will hold. And I'm beginning to deal with this topic this week. I want to talk about Nigeria, the uniqueness of Nigeria, and why we call ourselves Nigerians. Who gave us the name? Why do we accept it? What are we doing as a Nigerian? What connects you to the north? What connects you to the east? What connects you to the south? Now, what is the culture of a Nigerian? What is our culture? Is it pounded yam? Is it egusi? Is it tuwo? Are this thing the reason why we call ourselves Nigerian? If you go to Sweden, you will see their food. They have a national food. At every part of the country, they will eat the food. That is the food, the national food of Sweden. I think it's potato. Then if you come to England, they have a food called fish and chips. If you go to Germany, they also have their food, national goulash. Go to Austria, they have their food. Go to Romania, they have their national food. Go to Poland, they have their national food. Go to all these countries have something, except Africa. And this is why I told you that the British or the colonial master never really left the continent. Because what they did when they were leaving, they touched our head. And that is the worst place you can go to when you touch somebody's head. Now, I will repeat myself again. We are not free. Africa is not free. Now, because Nigeria is not free. Nigeria is not free. If you see what is happening back home, you will know that we are not free at all. We are just pretending we are free. Nigeria is like a chicken. You know, when you have a chicken, a little kind of a chicks, and you tie the leg, and you finally allow the bird to go. When you release the bird don't even know that the leg has been released. So I think a lot of these things are what is happening to our people. So I want to thank you guys for joining. And this is the topic I want to discuss today. And the video is going to be live here. And I'm going to leave the video on this very particular forum so that other people can watch it. Now, what was I saying earlier? I said Nigeria complexity, the diverse ethnic group, languages, religions, um, and other things that divided us as a united Nigeria. And if you look at the way every one of us has been brought up, we are brought up in a way where people are selfish. It's because of the way that this Nigeria was structured. Nigeria is structured in a way of divide and rule. If you go to the state level, you will see divide and rule mechanism. For example, if you go to my state, I'm from Kogi State. If you go to my state, then the first of all is that we have other tribes that we share Kogi with, Igala, Ikaba. Then, even with my own people, the Igbira people, then within Igbira people, we are also divided along tribal clan. I mean, this is crazy. And this is what Oyibo people do not have. Oyibo people don't have this. So we are divided by language. Then when you go back to the same language again, we are divided by clan and tribes. And it's so crazy. I'm not going to lie to you. The mentality, these people really touch us. They do us bad. I'm not going to lie to you. They do us so bad because like I was saying, if you go to Anambra State, for example, now you go to Anambra State, then you have Ogidi, then you have Inewi, then you have Nkwo, then you have, and they speak the same language. Then you have this person will produce the governor. This is the person that will produce the governor. This is the person that did this one last time. And then it's our turn to do this. We are no longer basing our leadership based on quality. We base it on tribe. And when a country is led like that, then disaster becomes order of the day. And this is exactly what we are witnessing in the affairs of Nigeria today. What we are witnessing is that we have decided to divide the country along ethnicity, along tribes. So if you look at Jagaban's government at the moment, most of the core people around his government are Yorubas. Now, if you remember Buhari's government, all of the core people around Buhari's government are Hausas. Now, when Jagaban took over, Jagaban changed the police to Yoruba, changed the EFCC to Yoruba, changed the army to Yoruba, changed the custom to Yoruba. Are you listening? You listening? In one Nigeria. It's supposed to be one Nigeria. We're supposed to love the country. We're supposed to be patriotic. Now, you took over government. You changed the chief of army staff to Yoruba, the chief of police to Yoruba, the chief of EFCC to Yoruba. All of the people, all of the guys working with you in that sort of Yoruba. Exactly what Buhari did. When Buhari was there, the chief of army staff was Hausa, the chief of naval staff was Hausa, the custom chief was Hausa, all of them was Hausa. The chief of police was Hausa, the EFCC was Hausa. Then the chief of, DSS was Hausa. Now, tell me, how are you going to sit down and say, this is one Nigeria? It's not. Let's stop pretending to ourselves. Now, forget about people that are telling you, oh, we are very patriotic. Stop talking about, oh, it's not one Nigeria. Okay, let us ask Jagaban a question. Let us put the first 10 hierarchy of Tinubu's government, the 10 Nigerian security chiefs, names. Top official. Let's even put the top officials. Okay, I've just put it down here. Nigerian government leadership, yeah, the top official, who are the top government official in Nigeria. So I'm going to try to open it, and then I will show it to you, and then you're going to look at it yourself, and then you have to ask yourself, are we really one Nigeria? What makes us one Nigeria? And that's why I'm asking: is it the food that makes us one Nigeria? Because a Yoruba man does not eat Igbo man food, except they don't cook it at home. They could go to restaurant and have it. An Igbo man do not eat outside man food. A Shekiri man have their own food, culture, clothing, everything. You have everything on your own. Yes, even the ambassadors abroad are Yorubas. INEC chairman is Hausa now, though. Yes, because it's going to change it, though. The INEC chairman will be changed as well. Watch and see, lover of Christ. INEC chairman will be changed. Before 2027, they will change the guy to a Yoruba guy. That one is guaranteed. Yeah, Nigeria is a diverse nation, but let's not call it a diverse nation, my brother. Nigeria is a devastated nation. A devastated nation. That is who we are. We have to be honest with ourselves. Now, I've just told you guys that I'm going to open up to show you guys the top officials in the government, the top official in the Nigerian government. Now, if you count all of them, if you count the chief of army staff, Yoruba, the police chief, Yoruba, the EFCC chief, Yoruba, who are that one again? The custom chief, I believe, is Yoruba as well. I'm not blaming Tinubu. I don't want you to come here and think I'm blaming Jagaban. I don't blame him. I am not in any way blaming him. It is what it is. Now, if you remember when Tinubu was there, everybody that Tinubu had, when Buhari was there, every official that Buhari has around him were all Hausa. Yes, thank you. The custom, Yoruba. The immigration, Yoruba. Now tell me, now whether Tinubu believe in one Nigeria? That is the question that a lot of people have refused to ask themselves. Does Tinubu believe in one Nigeria? He doesn't. Tinubu don't see a Nigeria that is one. It is an adventure, and whenever you are employed to head the country, you make sure that you colonize it to your own set of people, to your own kind of people. That is what they are doing. That is exactly what they're doing. Kindly share this live, guys. If you want to help me share it, we are trying to be streaming more on YouTube now because YouTube is more friendly. YouTube is more you have a little bit of more leadway to play with things, to talk and have a unique conversation. But I'm always on TikTok and I never really dedicate time to build up my YouTube channel. Now I am going to be building our YouTube channel up as well, so that when one of those channels drive us away because of the kind of topic that we are having, then we can always have a backup plan, such as a big platform like YouTube. Now, don't forget, we have this as a presenter of these platforms. I am highly loaded and I'm highly prepared and knowledgeable, and I'm not being arrogant about that. And I have the best interest of my listener at heart, but I'm not compromised. That is one thing. So I am encouraging you guys to help me share the live and make sure that you are supporting the platform. Now, I was talking about the country as a whole. I said challenges holding Nigeria back. One, lack of national identity. Many Nigerians identify more with their ethnic, religious group than with the country itself. This is weakening national unity and fuel ethnic tension. How many of us know that many of us identify more with our tribes? I've just used Tinubu as example now. I just used the president of the country as example. So we identify more. We identify more as we identify more to our tribes than to the country. We identify more as a tribe than to the country. And this, it can never work. Somebody was telling me the other day that, Mr. Ben, are you now asking that Nigeria should be divided? I think every Nigerian should be asking for that. Tinubu used to ask for that. There's still a post about Tinubu. When Tinubu wanted Nigeria divided, Tinubu. Let me find it. I think I got it. Okay, I'm going to open it out. This was an article that was wrote, this is Tinubu. I don't believe in Nigeria. This is Tinubu saying it. Like, let me find it. I found the article and I'm going to screen share it. You see that? You see what I'm showing you? You see, on this article here, Tinubu was saying that he don't even believe in Nigeria. Yes, this particular president you're seeing today. So if anytime you are talking about divide Nigeria and this afternoon patriotism, they're telling you, oh, don't say that, don't say that. Always show them this. Always show them this. Anytime that you are trying to have a conversation and they don't want you to have it because they want to make you feel guilty. They want to make you feel guilty. This is Tinubu himself. This is Tinubu himself. There was a time he said he doesn't want Nigeria, that he don't believe in Nigeria. There was a time he said he don't believe in Nigeria. But now he's in power. They are claiming patriotism. But if you look at his cabinet, if you look at the people walking around him, you know the man still believes in Yoruba nation. However, when Jonathan was a president, Jonathan was trying to have a unity government. Jonathan had people from every tribes in his ministerial and top men in his government. Now we remember Dasuki, the chief security advisor to the president. They have a lot of power. It's from the north, and you remember a lot of them. But one thing that I am noticing is that Nigerians we are pretenders. We like to suffer and smile. No, people will come and tell you, Mr. Ben, why are you saying this about Nigeria? And I'm looking at them. I'm like, are you crazy? Are you more patriotic than me? Because every patriotic person is supposed to be advocating for division of that country. If you are really sure that you are patriotic. Because I said it before, and I will repeat myself again. And I will ask you now, you can make a comment. Give me how Nigeria will work. Let me know. What do you think we can do to make that country work? No, I want you to tell me, how do you think Nigeria will ever work for everyone? How are we going to unite So are we just going to accept we can never unite? We can never be one country. We should just accept what we have and keep on damaging ourselves generation to generation. Because for the fact that Tinubu came in 2024, 21st century, and practicing what he's practicing now tell me, how is it going to work? My forefather said Nigeria will be great. Then my grandfather said Nigeria will be great. Then my father said Nigeria will be great. Then I'm saying Nigeria will be great. And very soon now, I will be 80 years old. We don't go. Our children go say Nigeria will be great. It will only be great for Tinubu, fourth generation. How many of you remember Otedola, Femi Otedola? Femi Otedola's father was a governor of Lagos State. Where is Femi Otedola now? And what are his life? He's a billionaire. So in the next 60 years, Tinubu grandchildren will also be billionaires. And me and you will be wearing green, white, green. We'll be doing We Love Nigeria. Now, I don't mind. But if we want to have a serious conversation, we have to be honest with ourselves. We are going nowhere by lying. We are going nowhere by lying, because I think we are lying too much to ourselves. I think we are lying too much to ourselves. Now, I showed you guys a video earlier, and I'm going to show you that video again. I'm going to try to show the video for you guys again. Just give me a second. Let me find the video. I did downloaded it. Now it's about a video of Fulani henchmen in, I think, in the River State or in Yenagoa. And when I watched that video, what came to my mind is this country is finished. I want you to watch the video with me. This is herdsmen walking their cattle and the cow in somebody's farm, and you can see them uprooting the cassava. They are uprooting the cassava from the ground. They have a knife to chop it and feed it to their cow. They came from the north to the eastern region to do this. I want you to understand. Now, tell me, let's even say nobody sent them. Just tell me the audacity. Now, you see, that is the cassava there. He operated a cassava that is already ripe, and the man who planted this is now scared to come to his farm, because if the man come down there, these people will pie him inside that farm. Now tell me, how do you call this country one nation? They videoed themselves. They literally videoed themselves, because This is not a secret, and they are telling you this is what we are going to do in your community. Now, tell me, what is your cultural connection with this person? What is your identity with this person? Why, if this person say he's a Nigerian and you say you are a Nigerian, what makes you guys Nigerian? Tell me. It's very, very important we begin to have this kind of open eye conversation. You will never do such a thing. But this is the people you are sharing that Nigeria with. Now, your life, your grandfather's life, doesn't mean anything to these people. I'm telling you, if the owner of this farm appear here right now, you and I know what will happen to that owner of the farm. I don't need to spell it out for you guys. I don't think they are foreigners. I don't think they are foreigners. Even if they are foreigners, the audacity that they will come, they didn't come from any other part. They came from somewhere. Somebody sent them. The audacity to do this. You see, they are not just removing the cassava, they are trying to even destroy the rest of the farm. Why? They are trying to destroy the rest of the farm. Why? And then you call yourself a Nigerian, and people behind this kind of impunities also call themselves Nigerians. Now tell me, what connects you to the north, the Yoruba man, as a Kogi man, as Igbo man, and as an Hausa man? What connects you to an Igbo man? What connects you to Yoruba man? Now, the reason I am teaching this is not because I want to insert what they call a violence. No. I want you to open your eye to see where you are as a person. That is why I said, waiting be the thing will make you feel like you are a Nigerian. See, my question is very clear. Waiting be the thing will make you feel like you are a Nigerian. What makes you feel like you are a Nigerian? Why do you feel you are a Nigerian? After watching all of this, tell me what makes you feel. You see what he's doing? He's already taking the cassava. Now, what he's trying to do now, he's trying even to take more out of the uproot more. You see them? They give it to their cow to eat. You see them? Now, when you have people like this, and these are the people you are sharing the same country with. Now, the question that I'll be asking people that advocate, oh, we have one Nigeria, I want to ask them the questions. What makes you feel that you are one with these people? I think we do have leader. We have leader. The leaders are for themselves. And that's why I told you earlier, when Buhari was in power, Buhari was for himself. All the top officials around him were Hausa people. Now, when Tinubu came, all the top people around Tinubu are Hausa people, are Yoruba people. And then I went also to show you that even this Tinubu used to say, I don't believe in Nigeria. Let me get that article. Maybe I can still get it here. Tinubu said, I don't believe in this country. Some time ago, way before he became a president, he made that comment. And that comment is a comment that I know is coming from the better part of his heart. He knows exactly what he was saying. He meant it. He meant what he said. And forget about any other thing that he's saying. That was what he meant to say, and he said it. It was very clear, even though he later apologized. That was not enough. I don't believe in one Nigeria. That was what this man used to say. Now, whenever you are saying that and somebody is trying to tell you that you are being unpatriotic, tell them that their president used to say this. Tell them. Tell them now the power has returned to him. He's now a patriotic Nigerian. And many Nigerians are like this. They will criticize the country, but as soon as their uncle is in power, their tribe is in power, their religious leader is in power, then they become very patriotic. Then they start to insult other people who don't see things in their own lens. That's what I wanted to say this evening. I want to thank you guys for always tuning in. I'm trying to build this platform to be where we can have a conversation such as this, where we can deliberate or talk things that is on our mind. It's very, very important that you know that I feel sad to tell you this, that we don't have a country. Don't. And we're not going to have a country for the next 100 years. Because there's one thing that is affecting us is lack of honesty. We are not honest with ourselves. Now, you can never treat a wound that you are covering. The best way to treat a wound is literally to open it up, clean it, admit that you are injured in the first place. Now, when you don't admit that one, now you have basically truncated any effort you are making to cure that injury. Now, the realities of things is this, is that there is nothing connecting you to Hausa man in the north. There's nothing connecting the Hausa man to you in the east. There's nothing connecting Yoruba man to a Hausa man in the north. You can trade, you can go there and buy something. This is something we could have been doing if everybody's in their own country. Now, the Nigeria was formed in 1914 From 1914 to today, all the way to 1960, the British controlled it. In 1960, we took over. But did we really took over? Do we supposed to accept Nigeria they hand over to us? Because the Nigeria they hand over to us was not one Nigeria. It was a regional Nigeria. We have northern region, we have western region, then we have eastern region. Then we have what is called middle belt. I think it's 3 regions: northern region, western region, eastern region. That was how the British Empire were able to manage Nigeria. And as of the time they were in Nigeria, Nigerian population is not even up to 80 million people. Fast forward to 2005, Nigeria is arrogantly proud to say that we are over 250 million population. Now, when the British left, we are not up to 80 million population, and they have what is called regional government. It was kind of a divide government. The Queen of England then, or the king, or whoever was in charge, sent people over, the governors that were representing the colonial master in each region. And each of the region, they don't report to each other. The northern region was not reporting to the eastern region what is happening in the northern region. The northern region will report back to the colonial head office in London. The eastern region will report back to what is happening in Nigeria in the eastern region to London. This western region will also report back to London. They were not reporting to themselves. Everybody were having independent government in each region. When they were leaving, now, why is it important that they were leaving? Why is it important that they were doing regional government? Because it is better to manage it in that format than managing a whole collective nation together. When they were leaving, we have incompetent people that have just discovered their freedom, people that were brought to London on a scholarship to study government, conditioned, and said, we want to hand over back to you. We never go to war with the British to collect our country back. It was a table sit down together. I signed that I'm going to own you forever. But you guys are going to be managing it. Now we want to know what agreement Tafawa Balewa and all of them had with the British colonial people in London way before 1960, before the British handover. No Nigerians is interested in the histories of that country. What agreement did they have with London? I know there's an agreement. Did London say we'll be supervising Nigeria for the next 500 years of Nigeria? We never have that conversation. None of us ever agreed to have that conversation. Did they say they will be our big brother for the rest of our life? We don't know. I think it is high time that the young people like us are beginning to ask. There must be an agreement before these people left, because we didn't fight them. It was not a war. It was a table talk understanding. We're handing over. You can't hand over except there's something you are going to be benefiting. Now, what was the agreement that the British had with our leaders then? Are we not interested to know what that agreement is? Because it seems to me there must be an agreement. But this is the worst thing about it. When they were leaving, they left Nigeria. When they were in Nigeria, they lead Nigeria as a regional entity, east, north, west, and all of them have their independent governor and captains. When they were leaving, we become one central government. Then they conditions our leaders then to go to America and borrow federal system of government because a federal system of government is the most corrupt system of government. They call it government of the people, for the people, by the people. But in this case, the disadvantage of government from the people, for the people, by the people, the federal system of government, is that you have to select the people to go and represent a whole lot of people. Then you have a central president. Remember what I told you before? I told you that when the British were in charge, we are not running that. We are not running this federal system of government. They were running regional government. So the people know who their rep is. Now today, we have a federal system of government. Then we have a president who is like an emperor, like what Tinubu just did yesterday, removing a governor overnight and putting someone there, suspending democracy in a whole state. This is what is wrong with that country. And that's why I keep telling you, we can never get it right. It is over. Now, a house built on the rock have a chance to stand. A house built on the sand may look beautiful, but it's not going to last. Now, Nigeria was built on a lie. And that lie was profitable to someone to keep that lie going. It's not profitable to the owner of the lie. It is profitable to someone who made that lies. We can never get it right. Now, individual achievement will always be possible in Nigeria. Individual achievement. What I mean individual achievement, you make money, you buy house, you marry wife, you do odogu. That's it. That's a collective state of affairs. I'm sorry, we can never achieve it because our head has been touched. Now, there is nobody in Nigeria that is patriotic. Zero. Because patriotism is not an individual effort. It's supposed to be an institution. Institution enforce patriotism. And those that are appointed to manage the institution held themselves in a high standard. And they encourage the citizen to follow. But in this case, we are not in that level. So you cannot force anybody to be patriotic. And I repeat myself, patriotism is not an individual effort. It is an institutionalized effort that compels the citizen to be patriotic. And the institution will demonstrate that they are also patriotic. And whoever is privileged to be part of the institution that manage this whole system, they will be patriotic. Now, if somebody is telling you you're not patriotic for saying Nigeria should be divided, tell them. They should tell you, what does it mean to be a Nigerian? Ask them this question. What does it mean to be a Nigerian? And what they will do, oh, a Nigerian has to be patriotic. A Nigerian can eat pounded yam. A Nigerian can eat egusi soup. Fallacies. Fallacies. I want to thank you guys for joining. Please, this platform is going to stay. And I'm going to take it serious. And anytime I'm recording my podcast, I will stream it live. So we can participate. And I'm going to read comments a little bit there. They are subject to impunity. Yes, I agree with you. Very kind of weak people. The Fulani shot are after our land and they're land grabbers. So we cannot even overemphasize that. I completely agree with you. I agree with you. Please make sure you stay tuned on this platform. If you've not subscribed, do subscribe and do support independent medium, just like this one. Support it. We are growing and we are going to be here. Now, what I stand for, you guys already know. Personal responsibility. I don't want to be influencing you. I want us to be communicating. I want you to take the initiative of influencing yourself. Now, thank you for joining, and make sure, please do check out my podcast on Spotify to listen to these and many other videos and conversation that we've had in the past. As I said, all of our YouTube, TikTok videos, most of them are being uploaded on Spotify as well. So when you go on my Spotify, you will see something like this. Every of them have a title. You will see something like this. If you go, you will see many of our conversation in audio version, and they are quite beautiful as well. I'm trying to produce them well, so support the little beginning and make sure that you are staying tuned and be blessed. Thank you so much for joining this evening. If you have not, as you step down right now, just pop over to your Spotify and search the name Street Podcast with Mr. Ben. Street Podcast with Mr. Ben. Street Podcast with Mr. Ben. So make sure you follow it over there. We are looking to have, in the next one, we want to have at least 100 listeners, and then we can keep growing from there. It's a new endeavor. Is a new account that I've created on Spotify, on Amazon Podcast, on iTunes, just to make sure we are echoing our message across. We were not sponsored by anybody. I am sponsored by personal conviction, and I believe that this is a calling in my own little way. So thank you so much for joining, and have a good night.